Humanity faces numerous challenges in the coming century. While some risks are distant, others feel disturbingly close. What are the real dangers, and how likely are they to occur? In this video, we will explore the top 10 existential threats to humanity, ranked from the least to most probable. Let's begin. 1. Asteroid or comet impact. While asteroid impacts have shaped Earth's history, most famously wiping out the dinosaurs, the chance of a catastrophic collision in the next 100 years is low, around 0.01 to 0.1%. NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office tracks thousands of near-Earth objects, and while there are no immediate threats, even a small chance of impact could lead to global extinction if a large enough asteroid strikes. 2. Nanotechnology runaway or gray goo. The idea that self-replicating nanobots could consume all matter on Earth sounds like science fiction, and it mostly is, for now. However, the possibility of a gray goo scenario, though low at 0.01 to 1%, cannot be entirely ruled out. Researchers are advancing in molecular nanotechnology, and it's critical that ethical guidelines evolve to prevent a worst-case scenario. If left unchecked, this technology could spiral out of control. 3. Supervolcano eruption. Supervolcanoes, like the one beneath Yellowstone National Park, have the potential to blanket the planet in ash and cause a volcanic winter. Scientists estimate the chance of such an eruption in the next century at around 0.1 to 1%. While rare, the massive impact on agriculture, climate, and human survival makes this a threat worth monitoring. Geological studies remind us that the Earth's internal activity is unpredictable and could spell disaster. 4. Nuclear war. Despite efforts to reduce global stockpiles, the threat of nuclear war remains, with experts estimating a 1 to 3% chance within the next century. Nuclear conflict could lead to mass casualties, widespread destruction, and nuclear winter, potentially ending civilization as we know it. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists and their doomsday clock highlight the ongoing risks posed by political instability and nuclear armament. 5. Runaway biotechnology. Biotechnological advances, particularly gene editing with tools like CRISPR, hold great promise but also come with significant risks. The chance of an engineered organism causing a biological disaster is estimated at 1 to 5%. Scientists warn that genetic modification experiments could lead to unintended consequences, new diseases, disrupted ecosystems, or even bioengineered pandemics. Strict biosecurity measures must be in place to prevent accidental or malicious misuse. 6. Artificial intelligence, AI, catastrophe. AI has the potential to revolutionize industries and improve life, but the risk of creating a superintelligence misaligned with human values is real, with a 1 to 10% chance in the next 100 years. Researchers like Nick Bostrom warn about unfriendly AI that could, in theory, act against humanity's interests. Ensuring ethical AI development is crucial, as the wrong kind of superintelligent AI could lead to catastrophic outcomes. 7. Global economic collapse. While less immediately catastrophic than some other threats, a global economic collapse could trigger cascading effects, resource wars, societal breakdowns, and mass migrations. The probability of such an event is estimated at 5 to 10%. Financial instability driven by debt bubbles, inequality, or climate impacts could lead to widespread disruption. Economic studies point out that unregulated global markets create vulnerabilities that could lead to this collapse. 8. Climate change. Climate change presents the highest probability threat, with scientists giving it a 5 to 10% chance of causing existential damage to humanity in the next 100 years. Rising temperatures, sea levels, extreme weather events, and biodiversity loss are already being felt. Reports from the IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, consistently warn that without drastic action, climate change could lead to widespread collapse of ecosystems and societies. 9. Ecological catastrophe, biodiversity loss. As ecosystems continue to degrade and species extinction rates accelerate, the risk of ecological collapse becomes ever more pressing, with a 5 to 15% chance in the next century. The loss of biodiversity could destabilize food production, fresh water supplies, and disease regulation, threatening human survival. Studies by the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity warn that immediate action is needed to prevent irreversible damage. 10. Pandemic, natural or engineered. The COVID-19 pandemic showed how vulnerable global systems are to highly infectious diseases. Experts estimate a 5 to 15% chance of a future pandemic capable of collapsing societies within the next 100 years. This could be a naturally occurring pathogen or an engineered bioweapon. Studies by organizations like the WHO emphasize that improved global health infrastructure is key to reducing the impact of future pandemics. These threats remind us of the precariousness of human existence. If humanity survives the next 100 years without succumbing to one of these dangers, our species could endure for millions more, until our sun reaches the end of its life for sure in roughly 5 billion years. At that point, our solar system will no longer support life as we know it. While that future may seem distant, the choices we make today will determine whether humanity can thrive for the long term or face premature extinction. So remember, humanity's future is not predetermined. By understanding these risks and taking proactive action, we may be able to navigate a path through them, ensuring survival and progress for future generations.
If you appreciated this video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to comment.